Tomas. No, Solon, was it not? And the Flame Emperor. It is most clear that something has transpired, and it relates to you somehow. Or is the fault my own, and you're just caught inside the wave? Sothis, the goddess of this world. I bear her name. How confusing. I feel as though my head has turned to mush.
Ah, the long-awaited ball. Finally an opportunity to showcase my exquisite skills on the dance floor. These skills were ingrained in me when I was a boy. My hands and feet move on pure instinct.
It's true that Tomas was employed here under the recommendation of House Ordelia. But that's all I know of the topic. I never even seen him prior to enrolling here. Even when he was supposedly in Ordelia territory, I never once saw him there. I'm still feeling bothered by all of this. But there's not much else I can say about it right now.
All right. Some scary things have been happening lately. I hope that this month, of all months, is peaceful. The ball is coming up and everything. Although I'm not much of a dancer, actually.
It's almost time for the ball! Oh my, am I excited!
This being a school, we don't have many chances to get dressy.
Legend has it that long ago, a female student from the academy met with a mysterious man at the Goddess Tower. They fell in love at first sight and were bound together forever after. But that's not the really interesting part. The incredible part is that the man was apparently the Adrestian Emperor himself. Oh, what I wouldn't give to fall in love at first sight with a splendid and powerful gentleman. I want my own fairy tale romance, and I want it now.
Everyone's in such a festive mood. I feel a bit out of my element here. I can't help but worry something might happen while we're all distracted. After all, our enemies are always plotting. Still, this air of levity is much more agreeable than the grim atmosphere of late. I can't help still.
Hi there.
Before the ball, it is customary that we host a competition of dance known as the White Heron Cup. The students are quite fond of this tradition. Each house must select a representative to compete. Their dance shall be judged by its beauty, grace, and technique. The student who is deemed the winner will be given the opportunity to train as a dancer, should they so please. It is a very precious thing, the gift of dance. I hope that you and your students will choose to participate. May I ask a favor of you?
The glory of progress.
I have looked into Tomas, but I just cannot make sense of this at all. From his behavior up until now, I never would have suspected that a man like him could turn on us. I have also discovered that his appearance has changed. It is almost as if he is not even human. What in the world is going on?
I could use your help.
Oh no, what happened in Ramire was indescribable. The whole village burned to the ground. So many were left without even a home to return to. Thankfully, Her Grace the Archbishop has invited those who lost everything to stay at Garreg Mach. I pray that they will be able to return to their once peaceful lives as soon as possible. Until that day, we of the Church must join together and do all that we can to help them rebuild.
The ball? I don't think I'll partake. What's this? What's this?
What's this?
Hello, Professor. The ball will soon be upon us. I can feel my heart fluttering already. I have never danced in front of people before. Not even once in all my life. I am very much looking forward to it. Have you heard yet about the White Heron Cup? If you have yet to choose a representative, do you mind terribly if I volunteer? Oh, thank you, Professor. I am overcome with joy. Just you wait until my feet touch the ballroom floor. Yes? Do you need me for anything, Professor? I would be happy for some dancing guidance should you have any. Thank you so much. I am eager to improve my dancing.
Need something? This one? You're all this one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
So, Tomas the librarian was a bad guy? But he always seemed so nice. Oh, come on, Self, you're better than this. You promised you'd be on top of things this month.
Someone entered the old chapel. I think the townsfolk used it for feasts and such in the past. With that whole Tomas business, you can't blame the church for being on edge.
Okay.
The ball is coming up soon. I am so excited. I can't wait to fill up on food while everyone's dancing. I even heard there'll be some prime cuts of meat. That isn't mine. I have no clue who could have dropped it. That isn't mine. Oh, hey! I can't believe I dropped this. Thanks for bringing it to me.
It cannot be true that our siblings in arms could turn against us so. However, I will continue investigating members of the church. To think that even someone as senior as Tomas would fall under suspicion. I know not how far to take my search. Unlike the monks, the Knights of Seros are Lady Rhea's direct subordinates. Some are in quite unique circumstances, but I cannot think any of them would betray us. I have a request.
I can't believe this. I'm so angry right now. First it's the Death Knight, and now Tomas, but neither of them are in custody. I can't stand the thought of such evil lurking in the world. We have to do something about this. I have to do something about this.
Mercedes locked me in her room for hours earlier. She was slathering pounds of makeup onto my face, saying something or other about the ball. It really wore me out.
Hey! Great work in Remire Village, Professor. Who would have ever guessed it was Tomas? But no. Now isn't the time to get lost in gloomy thoughts.
I've been thinking of inviting a girl from a different house to the Goddess Tower on the night of the ball. But here's the twist. She's from a family with a much more significant and storied past than mine. I wonder if she'd ever stoop to going out with the humble son of a knight.
Pardon me. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Other than the legend of the Goddess Tower, of course. Have you heard the students talking about it? On the last night of the ethereal moon, on the same night as the ball, if a man and a woman go to the Goddess Tower and make a wish, it's sure to come true. I have a wish, but I can't find anybody to make it with me. Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business. Come again.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of how I met my wife. I was at a village's harvest festival. There was a full moon, bathing everything in its cool glow. She appeared out of nowhere, dancing gracefully in the moonlight. A lovely fairy. We soon fell in love and tied the knot. Now we have a daughter who's as bright and beautiful as a sunny morning. So, whenever I see people dancing, I think of my wife, and my heart does a little waltz.
Professor. You know, Professor, I used to think I would be comfortable with all manner of experiments, so long as they provided usable results. But when I heard of Solon's work, well, I realized I'd not considered the moral and philosophical limits of what all manner of experiments might mean. Sorry, I'm not great with blood. Even when I'm just thinking about it, I feel a bit ill now.
Oh, now where did that Ingrid run off to? The ball is soon, and she hadn't even put on any makeup. I was trying to help her out.
I hear you've chosen your representative for the White Heron Cup. In that case, a word of advice. On an average year, the winning contestant has about this much charm. Charm is important, wouldn't you agree? Who wants a partner with no charm? Not me. Do your best, make sure to put in the practice, and good luck.
Maybe. The ball. A grim reminder of my sad reality. The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. They've all been to events like this before. But me? I'm noble, and I've never even been close to one of these things. The ball. The other. But me? I've been looking for this. Thank you so much.
Nope. That's so.
Hi. I wonder if Remire Village will ever be the same again. How do you recover from such a terrible event? So many dead, so much destroyed. I can't see how the whole village doesn't just end up abandoned. Our class was also sent out to help put the village in order. But then...
Oh, our life in Ramire Village is gone. Father and Mother, gone. Why couldn't you have arrived just a little sooner?
Hey. This is a rare opportunity to enjoy yourself. Please, leave everything else to us. The Ramire Village incident, the search for Tomas, we have it handled. You just focus on enjoying the ball with your students. It's for the good of everyone, don't you think? If the professors walk around in a state of distress, the students will be uneasy too.
The area with the old chapel was supposed to be off limits. It was at risk of collapse, so they didn't even post guards. It's not too strange. Does that surprise you? Meh. Garreg Mach has lots of places that are blocked off for one reason or another. That's true of the underground Holy Mausoleum as well as the Northern Woods. People call it the Sealed Forest, but as far as I can tell, it's nothing special. Just a forest.
It seems the dastards who set Ramire Village aflame have yet to be apprehended. Monsters. Trampling mercilessly over innocent lives. They deserve a gruesome end.
Even though there is to be a ball, we still have a mission. It would be nice if this month passed by in peace.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of my first such event, back in the Imperial capital. It was held by my father, the Prime Minister. I really showed off my dancing skills. Everyone was quite impressed with me.
Dancing of Fodlan is not the same as dancing from Brigid. The reason is, maybe that the music has many differences. In Brigid, dancing is different for each person. Our dancing has vigor and ferocity. There is no speech of technique for our dancing. Training has given me great busyness right now, but you have given me intrigue.
What's this about? The ball? Knights don't participate. It's an event for students, but it does pique the interest of some knights in particular. Alois can't dance, but I hear he likes to watch. He volunteered to judge the White Heron Cup. Not that I care. Working hard, aren't you? I'll admit, I'm impressed. I can assist with any tasks or help with your students. On it. I'm available anytime I'm not on a mission with the Knights. What's this about? The ball. It's an event for Alois. He volunteered to judge. It's not mine. 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 It's not. It's not. It's not mine. It's not mine. It's not mine. It's not mine. It's not mine.
Too much merriment. The librarian betrayed us, the Death Knight is back. Is this the time to be throwing a ball? I have a request.
Had to be done. Oh, I won!
Saw it coming.
Had to be done. Oh, I won!
Can't afford to lose.
Gerig Mach Monastery is said to have been completed during the ethereal moon. Why, 995 years ago, as a matter of fact. Every year, a ball is held to celebrate the founding. And every 100 years, a very special celebration takes place. It's a grand festival involving all of Gerrig Mark. It is thrilling to read of past festivals, and I'm rather excited to experience one for myself. Once in a lifetime, eh? The next one, in 5 years, will mark a millennium. Should be quite an event. Do you imagine you'll still be here teaching then?
Well... Oh my. Nah, Tomas wouldn't betray the church. I don't believe it. I won't believe it. There's some people in the church who hate people like me who are from Elmira, but Tomas was always real kind. But if he really was Lady Rhea's enemy, well, I'd defend her against anybody, no matter how kind they'd been in the past. I don't know who... Hey, that's mine. Thanks for...
Hey, you.
Indeed. Why? Every year, it's a once in a... I can't believe I left this behind. Thank you so much for retrieving it.
Oh, settle down and stop with the knocking. I'll be there in 2 shakes. Oh, dear. Professor? Is that you? Just a moment. Oh, what should I do? I can't open the door in this state. Manuela, you simply must quit oversleeping. Hold on. Where are my clothes? I can't even find my... Where in blazes is my underwear? Oh, what is my dressing robe belt caught on? I can't tie this properly. It's not even covering... Oh, Manuela. This will have to do. I'm fine. Just hold on a moment. Hello. Sorry to have kept you waiting. So, what do you want? Excuse me? You had a reason for coming here, I assume. I've put a lot of time and effort into making it possible to talk with you, you know. No, you've done nothing wrong. Let's just say I'm not having a good day. Actually, I didn't have a good night. Never mind. What did you want, anyway? You heard from him? The fellow from last night? Huh. What did he have to say? Yeah, figures. Kind of saw it coming, actually. That's why I came back to my room and went to bed. To get over it. Thank you for checking in on me. Was that all you wanted? Well then, good night.
Professor?
Right. There's a certain gentleman I'd like to invite to a rendezvous at the Goddess Tower. However, I can't imagine he'd be interested in a sheltered ingenue like myself. It's hard to pluck up the courage when that's where my thoughts always take me.
Another month full of chaos. I've barely had time to catch my breath. What is the objective of Tomas and his ilk?
And what makes flames so special? Does that not bother you?
Professor! Hello, Professor. You're really on the move today. A lot to get done, I take it? I'm happy to help. Tell me, is there anything I can do to lighten your load a bit? Oh, surely there must be something. Don't be shy about asking for help. We're practically siblings, after all, cut from the same cloth. I was raised by Gerald just as you were, so we should have no trouble getting along. Huh? Did I not mention that? How thoughtless! What an embarrassing gaffe! My parents died when I was small, and I came to live in the monastery. It was an aimless existence, but sometimes a knight would pass by wearing magnificent armor. That knight was Gerald, and the first time he laid eyes on me, he made me his squire. What was he thinking, huh? No kidding. I don't think I'll ever fully understand his logic. Later, I heard that the squire preceding me had died of a terrible plague. I looked a bit like him and was about the same age, so Gerald thought me a suitable replacement. A little nutty, old Gerald, there's no doubt about that. Quite a character. All that was more than 30 years ago. How time flies. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. You never asked him? Well, Gerald hardly seems to have aged since then. In fact, over drinks he once told me, perhaps that's a story for another day. At any rate, that's Gerald for you. One of a kind. I don't think there's anyone else quite like him. Right. Well, now you've heard my whole story. I hope that you understand now why I feel such a strong sense of attachment to you. If you're ever in a bind, just give me a holler. I'll help however I can. Indeed, indeed. Well, I'll let you get back to it. But truly, if I can take anything off your plate, don't hesitate to let me know.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Professor. Aha! Found ya! You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you sometimes. Well, yeah, I wouldn't have been running all over the place looking for you if stuff was normal. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening? Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead. That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Seth around anywhere. Okay, I'm supposed to tell Seth the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find. No, it's alright, thanks. But if you see him, then please find me and tell me where you saw him, okay? Because then I'll know where he is and I can tell him. I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop them up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time. If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Seth and you need to find me, then I might be there. Nope, this is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else, because it's mine and I'm gonna do it. Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing. Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business. Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story. And remember, if you see Seth around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah? Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not... Oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh? I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Seth, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be? Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. A real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
Before the ball, it is customary that we each house the student who is. It is a very. I appreciate that.
Hey!
No.
Boo!
Impressive. Thanks.
Hello. Huh?
Last month was... well, you know even better than I do. I hope this one will be more cheerful. This ball, though, I don't know. It's all new to me.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that?